Welcome back to A Word on the Street. Today, we're diving deep into the world of sports, shedding light on 10 of the biggest controversies that rocked the athletic world. Let's get into it. Michael Irvin. First up, three-time Super Bowl champion, NFL Hall of Famer. Word on the street is he was accused of some misconduct at a Marriott. Mike sued for a whopping $100 million, claiming he was wronged. That's some heady cash. So here's the 411. Michael Irvin, known for his killer moves on the field, found himself in a different kind of spotlight. Word on the street is that he was at a Marriott, just minding his business, when things went south. A female hotel worker stepped up, claiming Irvin got out of line. With her, she said he made some lewd comments and even got a bit touchy. Now, this ain't a light accusation, and it blew up big time. The media was all over it.
Michael Irvin appeared emotional Wednesday as he and his attorney held a news conference to discuss his defamation suit against Marriott
and the NEF network. They hit pause on Irvin, suspending him from the show. He clapped back, and hard. Dude filed a massive lawsuit. We're talking $100 million against both the woman and Marriott. He said he was wrongfully accused, that their interaction was nothing more than a handshake to back up his side of the story. Irvin brought out the big guns, security footage. He claimed it showed the real deal, that he was unjustly kicked out by hotel security. The streets were buzzing. Everyone had an opinion, but at the end of the day, the case was settled. The exact amount, that's on the hush, but one. Things for sure. Michael Irvin's name was on everyone's lips. Brian Banks. Brian was the real deal in high school football. Scouts had their eyes on him. Colleges were lining up. And the NF. It wasn't just a dream. It was a plan. Brian was accused of rape. The streets were buzzing. The media was all over it. And just like that, his dreams, they seemed to shatter. The court's gavel came down hard. Brian got a 5-year sentence. 5 years locked up, away from the field, away from his dreams. While his peers were making names for themselves on college fields, Brian was fighting a different battle behind bars. But here's where the story takes a turn. Enter the California Innocence Project. These folks, they're the real Veeps. They took on Brian's case, believing in his innocence. After some serious digging, they found the truth. Brian was innocent. The accuser confessed. And just like that, after 5 long years, Brian was a free man. But the grind didn't stop there. Reclaim his lost time. He trained, he hustled, and he gave the NFL a shot. Brian Banks' story, it's a testament to resilience, to fighting against the odds, from a rising star to a prison cell, and back to the field. His journey is a lesson for us all. Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, the NFL's shining star, got caught up in some serious allegations, but the case dropped. Still, the streets were buzzing for a while. A woman stepped up claiming Winston assaulted her. The news spread like wildfire, and the sports world was in shock. The case was complex. Accusations flew, lawyers battled, and the media. They were all over it, dissecting every detail. Jameis, though, stood firm. He denied the allegations, maintaining his innocence. The case went back and forth, but in the end, no charges. Lack of evidence meant the case was dropped. Jameis Winston's story is a reminder of the thin line between fame and infamy. In the world of sports, where every move is under the microscope, the truth can sometimes get lost in the noise. Deshawn Watson. Deshawn Watson, another NFL big shot, is in the middle of a storm. Multiple accusations, and the world's watching. Only time will tell how this one unfolds.
I've always defended that, and I will continue to stand on that.
Deshawn, a quarterback with moves smoother than butter and a vision sharper than an eagle, was on the rise. Word on the street was that Deshawn was facing not one, not two, but multiple allegations of sexual misconduct. The sports world was rocked, and fans were left reeling. The details were heavy. Multiple women, massage therapists, came forward with claims against Watson. The narrative was intense, with stories of inappropriate behavior during sessions. Deshawn, caught in the eye of the storm, didn't stay silent.
Deshawn Watson assaulted and harassed me on March 30th.
He denied the allegations, standing his ground. Interactions were consensual and that he was being targeted. Watson's career hung in the balance. Then Ruth Lisberger. Big Ben, as they call him, faced not one, but 2 allegations. No charges. But man, the rumors were wild. The Steel City and talking about a quarterback who's seen it all from Super Bowl rings to off-field controversies. We're diving deep into Big Ben's world. A 2-time Super Bowl champ, has been the face of the Pittsburgh Steelers for years. With a cannon arm and a knack for clutch plays, he's etched his name in the annals of NFL greatness. Word on the street was that Ruth Lisberger faced allegations of sexual assault, not once, but twice. The news sent shockwaves through the sports world, with fans and critics alike waiting for the next shoe to drop. The details were murky. 2 separate incidents, 2 different women, but a similar narrative. But here's the twist. Charges were never filed in either case. Big Ben, amidst the storm, took to the mic. He apologized for the negative attention he brought to his team and family, vowing to be a better man. While he never admitted to any wrongdoing, he did acknowledge his off-field behavior.
I'm going to respect the legal process, and I am confident that the truth will prevail.
Needed to change, the NFL took action, slapping Ruth Lisberger with a suspension. But post-suspension, Big Ben returned with a vengeance, focusing on his game and leading his team to more victories. Julian Edelman. Let's head over to New England and talk about a wide receiver who's not just known for his slick moves on the field, but also made headlines off it. We're zooming in on Julian Edelman. Julian, a Super Bowl MVP, has been a key player for the New England Patriots. With clutch catches in game, changing plays, he's been Tom Brady's go-to guy in many crucial moments. But like many stars, Edelman's had his share of off-field drama. Word on the street was that after a night out in Boston, Edelman faced allegations of groping a woman in a nightclub. The news spread fast, and the sports world was abuzz. The details, they were spicy. A night of celebration took a turn, leading to an arrest and a court date. The woman claimed Edelman got a little too handsy, but the wide receiver's side of the story was different. Edelman, amidst the media storm, maintained his innocence. He stated that the situation was a misunderstanding and that he never intended any harm. The legal dance was intense, but the charges were dropped. The NFL kept a close eye, but with the charges dropped, Edelman was back on the field, doing what he does best. The incident, though brief, was a reminder of the scrutiny NFL players face, both on and off the gridiron. The Julian Edelman story is one of passion, controversy, and resilience. In the high-stakes world of professional football, every action, every night out, can become tomorrow's headline. And that's the word on the day street for today. Sports, fame, and controversies. It's a wild world out there. Stay tuned for more juicy scoops. And remember, always keep it real.
I've never assaulted any woman. I never disrespected any woman. I was raised by a single-parent mom.